Hello, everybody. I want to welcome you to Brenda's New Creations channel, and I'm Brenda Burnham. I'll be hosting, and I've been on a long time search for new things to do, and I have found that I really love the art of laser engraving. So that's what we're going to be doing today. And I want to let you know that the first thing we're going to do is a wedding guest book, and that's the title of this video. I'm going to show you the paper that the wood that we're going to use. This is 1/8 inch basswood, and this is what it looks like when you first get it. I mean, it's just white, and if you like white, you can use white. You know, maybe seal it. I would when you're done, but I like to stain mine. So I stained mine, actually made the color myself because I did not have what I really wanted. I had gun stock and, it was a clear type of natural is what it was called. Okay, and so I didn't like the gun stock. It was too dark. So I mixed it with the neutral color and came out with this color here. And I think this is a real rich color. I like it really well. And so that's what I used on my project. And yes, I have already completed one, and I'm going to show that to you. I completed this for my grandson and his new-to-be bride, Jason and Alexis. And let me just show you. And I'm going to try to bring it up forward a little bit so you can see it. Okay, that's the front. And the thing that I was kind of amazed at that I did not know was I didn't know wood would do this. I didn't know that it would just fold back like a page. But when that machine gets done with it, the laser machine, and I use a We Create 20 watt. It's not the most powerful, and it's not the least. It'll do the job really well. So it made this portion right there, and just little tiny slits in it until it just folds back. And I just thought that was so neat. Something new for me, maybe not for you, but I just really liked it. So I'm going to show you. You notice that it has a custom engraved name. And I put a little design there, and it says our wedding day and the date. And you can do the same for yours or put whatever you want to on yours. And then I have a couple of pages there, forefront. This is the bride and groom to be. I don't know if the light's shining on that too much for you to see it or not, but that's Jason and Alexis. And I'm real excited for them. They're getting married in August. All right. And last but not least, the main thing that we're making the book for is for our guests and their thoughts. So that's, I printed that out and with plenty of lines. So the thoughts are for whatever they want to share with the bride and groom. They might have a joke to tell them or try to scare, who knows what they might want to say, but they're welcome to say whatever they want because it's their turn. As long as you have enough pages. If you have 1,000 people coming, you're going to have to make a thicker book than I've got here at this time. So, but you can make it that big if you want to. So, and then one other thing that I like to do is I put my logo on the back of it. And Brenda's New Creations. Okay, moving right along. I'm going to show you the supplies that you're going to need. First of all, of course, we're going to need a laser machine. And like I said, I use a We Create 20 watt. It's the white one here in the background that you can see. And I use it. You're going to need a hole puncher for your pages. And I want you to notice that these holes that will be cut out by the machine, they have a certain space, and you've got to space your paper holes just right. Now I chose this size because I wanted to use an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, so I wouldn't have to go have special cut and all that. You can make it as big as you want. Okay, I got the file for this from Etsy, and you can find it in different, if you don't like this particular style right here, you can get it with all hearts on it. There's all kinds of them on there. Just go on to Etsy and look around for laser projects and you will find this. But I'll try to put a link down below just to make sure that you don't have any trouble. All right, so I've kind of explained this to you. Like I said about the hole punching, make sure that you use caution when if you want to resize it. Don't just grab it and stretch it. We might just, if we were going to enlarge anything else, we just grab it, and enlarge it. Don't do that to this, because if you do, it very well could stretch the little cutout holes that puts it all together with these little bolts. It could stretch them, and believe me, I know, because I've done it and found out the hard way. Don't do that. Because it'll make those little holes oval instead of round, and then you'll have a real hard time getting these little bolts in it. And I don't know if I've actually showed you those. I don't think I have, but let me just lift them up here to you. They come in a little container like this. There's all different sizes of them. You can, like I said, you can make a book that's this thick, if you can see that, or even bigger. It all has the same little screw hole or screw that goes in the back of it. It fits through there, and I will show you that when we begin to put our finished project together. So anyway, you can get those. I got those from Amazon. I got my hole puncher from Amazon, and it took a lot of doing for me to get that spaced exactly right, because if it's not exactly right, everything will be off. So you really got to make sure that maybe you've got something that's easier to work with than what I got. So anyway, we're going to move right along and get into the Make It software that comes with the We Create. All right, so here is our We Create software, and it's called Make It. So I'm going to tell it that I want to do a new project, and I made the mouse really big. Hopefully you could see that. Now what it's showing me right now is the bottom of where we put our basswood. It's the actual picture of what's in the bottom of the We Create laser machine. So it's just black right now because there's nothing in it. So right now I'm going to go over here and I'm going to open a file. And you click on that, go down to File, come over, and you have to import it in order to open it. So I'm going to import it. Hopefully be able to find it pretty quick. Yeah, there it is. And I'm going to double click that. All right, so it brought up the exact one that I showed you earlier. Now, I'm going to have to go up here and close out this untitled one that came up. You kind of have to start that way and then get rid of it so that the machine just only recognizes what you're doing here. All right, now like I said, if you're going to move something, don't stretch it. Get a hold of it like this, highlight the whole thing, then you can move it over or down or wherever you want. Okay, so having said that, I've already put their names in it. The way you put their names in it, you have to go up and get your font. So, go over to text and click on text. When you click on text, it's going to open up a box, and I think it says hello or something like that. And you just click on that box and put what you want whatever name you want inside that box. And you can do that. I did it like this is one time and this was another time. So I have two different text boxes on here because I wanted them a little bit different sized. So I did that. All right, so then you can place it where you want it, and this is the space that's left out of this file in order for you to put what you want on it. All right, now here you'll notice everything is red, and the reason it's red is because that's what we're going to cut with. Red is the cut on this particular program. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to click on cut. And you can see everything is red there. But if I had it on, if I just clicked on this part on the names, I use fill engrave. Now see, right now I have everything selected, so we don't want that. So I'm going to get out of that, and this is line engrave. It also is red, but it will only semi-draw the thing on your wood, and that's not what you want. So we'll go back to cut. And then what you have to do is set your power and your speed. So I set mine because of my particular machine, and you may have to set yours differently, but I set mine to 100% on the power. Then to cut it for the speed, I set mine on 7, sometimes 8. And it will do a really good job doing all the cut work with that. Now, if I'm over here on, I just moved that. If I'm over here just on the engraving part, fill engrave, doggone it. Go back to cut. I can't seem to point. I think I have my mouse too big. But you click on, there we go. I think I did it then. And you go to fill engrave. Yeah, see that shows up yellow? That means I'm engraving it. I also use 100% power on that. This thing seems to open up with 55%. I'm not sure why. And then I also bring my speed down to 100 to 130 usually. So somewhere in between there is just fine. But if I let it go any faster than that, the print will not engrave dark enough to suit me. So, like I said, you click on each one of these, you go over and set your power and your speed, and I have my little design there, so that too I have to set power and speed. I set it all of this at 100. Come here, you. It's not quite wanting to listen to me today. And now I'm not wanting to cut those out, so I want to go to engrave on that. There, that makes a lot of difference. Okay, fill engrave. See, they turn yellow. And I don't know exactly why that one just kind of turns blue if you touch it, but it shows black on there. Anyway, so having set our settings on here, our power and our speed, we're going to go up and we're going to select the material. And as I said, we're using basswood. So I go over here and I click on 3mm, which is 1/8 inch. So I click on that. So that's all good. Now, the one thing you have to do is connect your laser machine to this software. So I'm going up here to the top. If you can follow, I'm not sure what all you're seeing here. And I click on the We Create laser machine. And it says that it connected properly. So, and as you see, everything has shown up on this black screen. I have to put a piece of wood in the bottom of that or it won't do a darn thing. So I'm going to take a minute to do that and be right back. Okay, so we're back, and I want you to know, this helps you to see it a little better on that black screen. I just put the wood in it, so there's definitely wood in it, but the only way to see that is to go up here and hit refresh. There you see all the wood. It's a little hard to see your design at that point, but you really, don't really need to see it. So, having said all that, we're going to move right along, and we're going to tell this machine to autofocus. When I do that, the whole machine's going to lower, and then we're going to be out of focus. So give me a second. I'm going to lower it because I want you to be able to see that happen. Let me see if I can just back everything out. Yeah, now, if I can possibly get up there to tell it to start. And well, I don't know why. All right, so I had a little problem a minute ago because when I tried to tell it to start, it wouldn't do it. And it did inform me the reason. And the reason was I didn't autofocus. And that's what I was saying. When I autofocus, this is when this machine is going to move. And I will try to keep up with that with this camera. Now, the thing I absolutely love is that it does that. And I don't have to worry about how it's focused, whether it's too close, not close enough, how big it is, and so on and so forth. That's why I like the We Create. And that's probably what I'll stick with because it is so easy. Now, there may be others that's just as easy that I'm not aware of, but this is what I have. So, from there, we begin the project. Now I can actually push start. Let me get back in here with you, and because it's lower, you might have a little bit of problem. So if I tell it to start, this is what it's going to tell me to do. Well, it says it gives me a warning that my wood is too close to the canvas border, which I don't get because I checked it out numerous times and it's not. So it says, do you want to continue? And I do because I know that it's okay. So I'm going to confirm. That brings it all up here, and you can see it, a whole different view there. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over here in this edge, and I'm going to roll my mouse down into where it says send. When I push send, the whole thing will start. So I'm going to get focused on that. And I'm going to push send and let you see some of the work. It's going to be a little bit loud, and it actually has a hum right now. I hope that it isn't too loud, but I'll be right back and show you how it gets started. Okay, I've got it turned on. You can see that it is a bit loud, so I'm not going to put you through listening to that. It goes pretty quickly. It moves as fast as you have told it to in your Make It software. So I won't make you listen to all that, but we'll be back in a little bit to show progress. Okay, if you can hear me above the hum of the machine, you can see that it's starting the cutting process already. It's made the hinge, and basically it just cuts lines out of it and keep not completely out like it would be blank, but you can see what it's doing. So right now it's cutting all this stuff out. I'm not real thrilled that the name didn't come out darker, so I'll probably run that again. And you can do that as long as you don't move anything. So that's the progress for now. See you in a bit. Okay, you can see that it's just about done. It's doing the final cut. It's done all the inside cut work. And now it's cutting a line all the way around the project so that it is the right size. So as soon as it gets done doing that, I'm going to run the software for, again, for the name on here so I can make it darker, and then it'll pretty much be a done project. Okay, you can see it is all done cutting. It's already cut around it. Right now it's engraving, and I sent that back to be engraved darker, so I had to increase my power and decrease my speed so I could get the darkness that I wanted for the name. Other than that, we should be good to go. Okay, it's all done. As you can see, the letters are darker. I'm getting ready to pick it up and take it out of there. When I do, you can see some of the pieces have already fallen through the grate, and a lot of the rest of them will fall through. And so then the only thing we have to do is we have to cut a back for it the same exact size. So we'll see you in a bit. All right, our whole thing has been cut out, and actually I've taken apart the one that I already did just so I can show you with it, because it has all the pages in it. So as you see, this is the back side, and I'm going to start with that because I want to line my pages up to the back first. It seems to be the easiest way to go. So I'm lining those up. We'll get the rest of them. Kind of have to do it a little at a time sometimes, because even though they're supposed to be exact, I think the front page is not quite exact. So there we go. That's about as straight as I know how to get it. I think I'll keep those first two pages out of it and just go ahead and show you what I have to do. Is I need to bring the front of it in and get it laid out as well. Now, when I have those other two pages in, you're not going to see the picture through this. In fact, I'll go ahead and put one in just for that, just because of that. Okay. Okay. There we go. Now, I am going to, I want you to notice, you see this has still got room over here, down at the bottom, just a little bit. And you want to make sure it's straight. And then you place this down on it. And the main thing you want to see is that nothing folds over, nothing is falling out of it. You can't see the edges from here. And you can't see the beginning of the page from here, because it's about in the middle of this. So now I've already got the sizes of these bolts that I need. I call them bolts. I don't know what else to call them. I think they called them Chicago bolts. Not positive. I think that's the way I searched for them on Amazon. Now, what I have to do is, I'd like to get, you got to hold it really, really tight. And I don't know if I'll get all this in. You have to work that little thing up in there. There we go. And it's in. Now I'm going to get this piece, the part that screws in, and I've showed you that before. So I'm going to put that right down. This is the tricky part because it likes to get away from you. So I'll probably drop it 2 or 3 times, because you have to really center it in there. Okay, I think it's centered. Now if I can just start it. It's got to start correctly. Okay, now I'm going to do that to both sides. Haven't screwed it in all the way, so now see, that one went through so much easier. Sometimes they cooperate and sometimes they don't. So that one's in, and all you can see is my hands at the moment. I'm placing that right in this, trying to Place that right into the center and giving it a little twist to get it started. Okay, stuck to my finger. Okay, twist it. I'm just showing you that, you know, some of this is not easy peasy. It takes a little bit to get it done. I like to take a screwdriver and tighten them down really good when I'm done. And this one isn't screwed in all the way at all. Well, let me see, make sure you guys can see this. And I'm twisting it until it twists tight. Once it twists tight, I'm good to go. Okay, and we have it. So that's our project completely finished. And all that squeaking you hear is my floorboard as I walk on it. I walk on glass. That sounds really weird, but I have glass surfaces down under my table so that I can move my chair real easy. And when I walk on it, it makes this squeaking sound. I hate it. So anyway, but that's our finished project. Okay, everybody, we're all done for today. I enjoyed doing this video so much with you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it helps you. Hope you make one of these because, you know, it really turns out well. And I think you'll really enjoy it if you do. Make it for a friend. Make it for yourself. You know, you may be the one getting married. Who knows? But anyway, be sure and before you leave, place a little subscribe down there and maybe a like. That would help me so much get going on this YouTube channel again. And because it's been like 14 years since I've done one. So I hope you've enjoyed it. I know I have. And we'll see you next time.